Hello, my loves. This message is for my spiritual practitioners, which is that entire collective. You are not supposed to be using fire in your rituals anymore. This is for some of you, okay? So before you get all up in arms and say, no, fire is my element, then that's fine. This is for a specific collective. In fact, I wasn't sure if it was just a me message that I got last night in a meditation or if it was a we collective, but just now I was nudged to say that yes, it's for more than you. It's for the collective. So you have, for those that this resonates with, you have too much fire energy right now. Now, I don't know. It could be something in your astrology. It could be that we're in the Chinese New Year of the fire horse. I really don't know, honestly. But for some of you, me included, there's too much fire energy. So using fire in any ritual, whether that is releasing, whether that is, anything, manifesting, whatever spectrum that you're doing it on, it's actually going to cause more chaos than it actually should. You are in a state of being right now where you are meant to flow like water. Everything that you want for yourself or that you want to release, whether that is releasing or bringing in, it is supposed to flow to you like water. So you're supposed to be using water, me included, as I said, water and air. You can also use the earth element as far as for certain rituals, you can write whatever it is and bury it. That is also an option. But primarily, you're supposed to be using water now in your magic. Air is for the incense. So finding incense scents that will magnify what you want to do. For me, my go-tos are always frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, dragon's blood. Literally, those are the four that I always have on stock. Always have on stock. And then I may add in maybe more. I have really been loving rue. Rue is fantastic. So if you love the smell of that, that's also fantastic for protection. Most of the incense that I love using is all for protection anyway. I'm very big on protection because I have a lot of energy. So I'm very big on using protection incense of any kind, and also it helps magnify, right? So whatever. Anyways, finding the right incense for you for the right ritual that you are doing. That's going to be the air element, but you have to be working with water. So there's a couple different things that they told me in regards to that I'm here to tell you. For the water, paper matters. They said that you should be, me as well, should be getting parchment paper. So the paper that is available right now, just regular paper that you can get, it has a wax film on there. So it's one thing if you're burning it, okay, because it's getting burnt. But since we're putting it in water and you want it to be as close to natural as possible. And regular paper takes it takes a longer amount of time for it to dissolve. And also, as I said, that wax film it almost blocks it blocks the flow of what you're asking for. It doesn't block it. It takes longer to come through. So it flows through slower. Does that make sense? And so for instance, if you're a candle girl, I was a candle girl. I've literally only used candles. I think when I have water on my altar, it's to represent an element, or water for my mommy on her section of the ancestral altar, or I had some water at one point up for her kate, whatever. So, I mean, it's literally, I don't use it though in my regular magic. And so I've always been a candle girl, but they've definitely been saying the thing is, there's always a perceived amount of chaos that is supposed to happen when you are asking to bring something in, or when you are asking to release something about, whether that's about yourself, whatever the case may be. And what I mean by perceived chaos is that things have to leave your life for what you want to come into your life. So there will always be some level of perceived chaos, which is really just shifting things around to bring in what you want even more than you could even ask for, right? But for those that this message resonates with, it is almost like there's more friction than is necessary. It's more chaos than is necessary. You are meant to be in a state of flow right now, flowing like water. So aside from the paper that you have to get, As I said, parchment paper, or they also said calligraphy paper is okay as well. Using a pencil, because the lead and the wood is closest to the elements. And then also another way that you can use the water, aside from just writing down what you want and then like putting it in the water, you can put it in a bowl of water to symbolize that. If you want, if you live near an ocean, you can go to the ocean and do it. That's another reason they say that paper is important, because you want as little toxins on the paper as possible if you're releasing it into an actual water source. Or if you live near a river, whatever, any body of water, if you live near it and you want to put it in there, you can. And so yeah, pencil, parchment paper. Also, another way to use the water is to speak your intentions into it. Speak your blessings into it. Speak your gratitude into it. Another one, I saw a video a while back of a guy who said you need to celebrate. Celebrate as if it has happened. It has already been done. It's already been brought into your life. Celebrate that it's there. So speak those words of celebration into the water and drink it. Be very mindful of what you say into the water. I mean, if you have anything, if you have water by you, honestly, any liquid, but specifically if you have water by you and you're talking and you're saying negative things about yourself, or just negativity generally speaking, that resonates into, you can think of water as an echo, right? Yes, it's a portal, but it also echoes like a ripple. You put one little finger in there and then the ripples get bigger and bigger. One small thing can create a massive response. So you have to be really careful about how you speak about yourself. And let this be a way for you to be mindful of that too. Because a lot of times if we're so used to being down on ourselves, if we're so used to saying certain things about ourselves, smalling up ourselves and not really tapping into the full breadth of who we are, we don't even realize it. So I think if you can put it in the mind of, okay, I have water. I drink a lot of water. So I literally always have I got this in China. Isn't this cute? Look, a little panda. Anyways, whatever. I always have like a water bottle with me because I'm perpetually dehydrated. Hello, ADHD. I'm never properly hydrated. So I always have water with me. So it's a reminder, if I have water there, to be like, okay, Jenny, be mindful of how you speak about yourself. Because a ripple is there, you know what I mean? An echo is right there for you. And okay, also something else they said is, first thing in the morning, you need to be having warm water, a pinch of salt and lemon. And if you really want to spice up something, if you really want to like get things going, add a slice of ginger as well. That's what you're going to have first thing in the morning. And then throughout the day, another option they said, especially if it's for like a ritual, is lemon, the slice of ginger, and either honey or maple syrup, something to sweeten the words. So if you are doing, like, let's say, we need to be doing more self-love rituals anyway, but if you're doing a ritual to bring something in, right? Let's say a job you particularly like. But also I want you to think, I'm sorry, I'm going off side quests in my head. But I want you to think when even with me just saying a job that you want, you need to think of these material things that you're asking in. It's fine because we're a soul having a human experience. So we're meant to be in the physical. We're meant to be in the materialistic of it to really experience and feel everything, right? But also think about, what do I want to feel with this? How would having that make me feel? Because that's really what you're looking for, is the feeling of it. Financially free, fantastic. So then ask for that financial freedom, because sometimes you may be saying, I want a new job. But what Spirit has lined up for you is like, you're not meant to be in this job. You're meant to be doing something else that will make you financially free. So start thinking of, this physical thing that I want for myself, what does it represent? Like, what does having it represent for me? And then start thinking of it in those terms of what it means for you. And that's what you're speaking in. But so to sweeten those words, to sweeten that energy for you to come back, is going to be the lemon, maple syrup, and a slice of ginger. Ginger, you can think of it like, think of ginger this time around as if it's coffee on an altar, just to add even more to it, right? Add some more spice to the ritual that you're doing. And to have it come to you even quicker. So those are the two things. First thing in the morning, lemon, pinch of salt, and as I said, a slice of ginger. Especially if you have immune issues. Yes, okay, especially if you have immune system issues, you get sick easily, make sure and have that ginger as well. Strengthening your system is so important. Your immune system and your body system is so important for you bringing what you want into your world, okay? Your health is so important. It's all connected. Mind, body, spirit, right? Okay, so there's the message. I love you guys. I will talk to you later.